Hey guys, what's going on? Aaron here. Welcome to the video. So there are two major reasons that the crypto market, Bitcoin, altcoins have been going down over the last day or so. The first one has to do with just how quickly we rose up to these insane prices right here, which I'll get to. And the second has to do with what's going on with these bills, the Clarity Act and the Genius Act. So I want to start out talking about the price action. So we jumped from 110 to 118 in a day, right? And we haven't really spent much time in this range from, again, $110,000 to $118,000 for Bitcoin. When this happens, historically, we always come back into this range and basically fill in the gap here. Fill in the gap with supply and demand, with volume, essentially seeing what kind of support do we have. Because again, we were in this other range for quite a while. The 100 to 110 range, we stayed here for a long time, right? Several months. And then we had this massive jump. So that's what's going on right now, kind of looking specifically at the price of Bitcoin. And then naturally, altcoins are following, right? Altcoins are down a little bit. Nothing to be concerned about. I mean, they're down, single digits, if that. Take a look really quick here. We can see for the day, it's kind of mixed. A lot of coins are still up. Some coins are down. If you're a trader and you want to grab some bonuses, you can do so at BTCC using my link. Massively lower trading fees, as you can see right here, which really makes a difference if you are a trader. So what I want to talk about, starting out, Trump, again, like him or hate him, doesn't matter. A few hours ago, as of me making this video, he says, "Happy Crypto Week. The House will soon vote on a tremendous bill to make America the undisputed #1 leader in digital assets. Nobody does it better." He's talking about the Genius Act, which he says will put America light years ahead of China, Europe, and all others. Digital assets are the future, and we are leading by a lot. Get the first vote done this afternoon. All Republicans should vote yes. But what we're seeing right here, specifically for the Clarity Act, which will separate or clarify which coins are going to be overseen by the SEC and which coins are going to be overseen by the CFTC, there has been some pushback, which I'll get to in this story and also this one as well. So the Clarity Act is likely to pass the House on Wednesday, but the Senate path is murky, as Democrats could withhold their support over concerns about how Trump and his family are benefiting from crypto. So that's another reason that I believe crypto, Bitcoin, has gone down a bit. From the high of 23 or so, now we're hovering around 116, 117 as of me making this video. So a Democrat out of Georgia says Trump's crypto corruption distorts the digital asset marketplace. Writing a bill with a corruption caveat for the president sends a clear message that Congress is not serious about addressing corruption, which we know undermines investors' faith in capital markets. We're getting Coinbase and Ripple lobbying Congress to pass this act, which will give more clarity and more regulatory certainty and will then lead to more investment in crypto. The Coinbase VP says when consumers buy and sell and trade these digital assets, they want to know what they're getting, and they want to know that they're using a reputable intermediary. So I understand the concerns, especially from the Democrats who obviously don't like Trump. Him launching his own meme coin and then his wife launching a meme coin, which is down like 95%, it's not a good look. And if there's nothing in this bill, the Clarity Act, that prevents Trump and his family from massively profiting, I think is a legit concern personally. And that's just how I feel. So here it says a faction of Republican hardliners. So these are Republicans are demanding changes to a Senate-passed stablecoin regulation bill. So this is the other bill. This is going to be the Genius Act. We have the Clarity Act, and then we have the Genius Act, which was already passed in the Senate. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, a huge Trump ally, said she wants to amend the stablecoin legislation to include a provision banning the Federal Reserve from issuing digital currency. And that is actually right here. She made a little video on it, voting no for the Genius Act because it does not include a ban on CBDCs. So we'll see what happens. And I think a lot of this back and forth is, again, why the price has been volatile. Like I said in my video a few days ago, my last video, I said this week will be volatile. If things don't go perfectly for Bitcoin, I think we'll see a retracement because people priced in, again, people got really excited and priced in a great week. We went from 110, we jumped to like 117. And then we jumped another 6,000 to 123. So yeah, I'm not surprised. For that reason, these bills are not going perfectly smoothly, which they never do. And then we may need to retrace and come back into this range of 110 to 118 again, just to build some more volume and support here. We see Robinhood and Coinbase going down, and then Circle also fell 4.6% today. So yeah, there's volatility. That's what we're here for. No big deal. And a little bit of a side note, Brian Armstrong of Coinbase says 1 billion of Bitcoin collateral now backing loans on Coinbase. On-chain borrowing and lending is working. And this is the chart. Bitcoin-backed loans cross $1 billion in collateral on Coinbase. And my issue with this is that Coinbase is using essentially wrapped Bitcoin, Coinbase wrapped Bitcoin. Loans are sourced and managed permissionlessly on the Morpho protocol, which is a DeFi protocol, right? And, my red flags go up because they're taking collateral and they're putting it into a DeFi protocol. And I'm like, what could go wrong? A lot of things could potentially go wrong. I really hope nothing goes wrong. But man, Coinbase is enormous. I don't know if something went wrong, if there was a hack or, if Morpho had some issue, if they would cover people's losses. I really think they would because they're so huge. And if Coinbase goes down, my God, the amount of ETFs that are using Coinbase custody would be enormous. So I pray that nothing happens. But, when it comes to taking a Bitcoin-backed loan, you got to be really careful. And finishing off the video, we got Bitcoin logarithmic regression rainbow. So this is similar to the other chart right here, which is the regression bands. Rainbows are sometimes just nicer to look at. So let's take out the top bands really quick. So take out band 13, 12, 11, 10, and we can see where we are compared to previous cycles. So let's take out even the other bands and go back to the previous two cycles, 2017 and 2021. So, all right, in 2018, in January or end of 2017, I should say, we crossed this band number 7. Back in 2021, if I take out band number 7, we touched the band number 6, okay? We touched it in April, and then end of 2021, we broke band 5, but not 6. So where is band 5 now? Well, band 5 is going to be this little teal one, and currently that would be around $300,000 or so. If we project this out until September, October, that would be $324,000, right? Let's just say $300K, which is a lot of money. And a lot of people in the comments are like, what about diminishing returns? Okay, whatever. If that theory plays out, let's say that we don't cross band 5, like we did end of 2021, and we just cross band 4. Okay, well, band 4 is around $185,000, $190,000 end of this year. Okay, so that would be a conservative, in my opinion, a very conservative number. That's just my opinion. That's just what the chart shows me. If you want access to some of the charts I was just showing you, you can use my link for Into the Cryptoverse. We're going to get 10% off those charts. I'll keep you guys posted on everything going on in the Senate and the House and these bills. Make sure to like, subscribe so you catch these updates moving forward. Hope you guys are well. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.